Hey there, welcome to the Oracle Star Tarot. Let's see what's up for you today. The general energy of the reading is the wheel. So she has dice around her neck, and I always think about the Wheel of Fortune. It's taking a chance, spinning the wheel, and seeing where it lands. So if you are in the space currently where you want to take a chance, or you want to change a cycle or shift a cycle, change some kind of pattern in yourself and or in your life, then this reading is for you. So this is about your garden, growing your garden and really enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's about seeing everything that you've put into fruition come to life. And what's interesting is I see these circles here. And so this is to me representing all the chances that you have taken that have turned out really well. And maybe turned out differently than you thought that it would have turned out. So the King of Swords, it's interesting because there's the owl here and maybe an owl or a hawk here, but this is wisdom right here. So you have some kind of wisdom that has grown, some wisdom that you were seeking before, and it's like it's clicking, you're getting it. You're like, okay, I finally see. And it might have taken some time. And a lot of this wisdom comes about by taking chances and by also processing what you've been through and not discounting it. Taking that as information collected on your life journey that you're going to be able to use now. And at the same time, letting the old fall away, the pieces that did not work, so that a new structure could be rebuilt. And there could be a choice that you're making, some kind of decision, and right now you're thinking about it. And just know that what is meant for you will not pass you by. And whatever choice you make can lead you to the type of destination that you want to arrive at, because it's about who you are. So you can choose to go this way or that way, but what you embody, what you choose to embody of who you are, the values you have, and how you look at things and approach life, that is going to be the main factor that is going to determine the route you go, or how quickly you end up to at the destination that you are seeking, or something similar, because we always get surprised, right? It doesn't always look how we think it might. So new knowledge, there is some kind of knowledge out there that wants to be discovered by you. And what comes up for me is that oftentimes, and I will say so for myself as well, I get drawn to learning and hearing about similar things. And interesting, Queen of Swords and King of Swords. So right after the Page of Swords. So there's further things that want to be discovered by you. There are some things that you might find interesting if you read about that you didn't even know that you would find interesting. So what are some things that you've maybe thought of exploring? And then how also can you discover new things to explore? Can you look up topics even and just say, okay, all right, let's look at this topic. I'm going to learn about that. Even just watch a 10-minute YouTube video, see if it grasps your attention, learn further into that. And what's really cool about that is it's kind of fun to do, because then you can like share a little piece of information with somebody the next day, that like just random piece, or get it into a conversation, and it makes life more interesting. It can make your interactions more interesting. It's something that I definitely want to delve into more. So Queen of Cups, this is interesting because you have the King and the Queen here, and then this is of thought and this is of heart. So with the Wheel of Fortune, you're moving into this energy of almost like graduation, because Page of Swords is like elementary school, kind of brand new energy. And then the Queen is like after you've graduated. It's the way that the tarot can be described. Like the Knight is like the college, where it's like that higher learning. So you'll be getting to a space, or something is shifting to where you're going to be an expert in some kind of area. And it starts with picking up the book. So Two of Pentacles, that's about balancing various things, spiritual and the physical world. King of Wands, right under the King of Swords. So this is fire, passion, creativity, imagination. And when we learn new things, we see the world in a different way, and it does spark our imagination. You're seeking here. So a lot of swords, like it's like your mind is seeking something. It's seeking something new, some kind of new experience. And then you have the Ten of Cups here. Now, the Ten of Cups is different from the mind here. It's love and connection and peace, unity, harmony, family, friends, things like that. This is emotion. This is fun, joy, play. It's one of the happiest cards in the deck. And so this is love. This is all kinds of love. It is just love. So there's something about obtaining new knowledge that is going to change the trajectory of your life in a good way. And it's also going to bring in love. So it's integration of mind and heart happening. And it's like there's this space opening, like with the tower here, there's new space opening. You know what comes up for me too? When thinking about things that are in the past that were hurtful or traumatic, we all do, right? I mean, we're human. When we're thinking about that and processing that with a growth mindset, it's very healing. At the same time, can some of your energy go into learning new things in order to expand and fill that space? You can still process certain things in your life. You can still explore your fear and your shadows and your worries, things like that, and your dreams and your goals, your personal growth. And how can you expand? There's enough room in your mind and in your heart for a lot more than in our hearts, than we think there possibly is. Yeah, that's never come up for me before. But what's so interesting is that the Nine of Swords came out as I'm talking about that. And I mean, look at the different energies. This is like a confirmation of that processing the shadows, the past, the grief, the current pain. Yeah. And we never want to discount that because your feelings are valid. Our experiences have shaped us, and it is not easy at all. So that's being recognized. And how can you also expand and refocus some of that energy? You're hurting, or you've gone through hurt, you've gone through pain, not being discounted. The main energy is the Wheel of Fortune. There is something shifting here. Now, if you are in some kind of situation where this hurt and this pain, this tower moment is coloring your situation now and blocking love from entering your heart, or blocking your making it hard to make a decision, then that's being recognized. That those feelings are valid, those feelings are real. And at the same time, communicate about it, write about it, and really look at it. And when situations come along, really ask yourself, trust yourself, yes, but ask yourself, is this really the same as what I experienced before? Because you're not necessarily going to experience the same thing over and over again. The more you pour love and growth into your own garden and into yourself, the more you will elevate to a space. Not that you're perfect the way you are. I'm just saying that your cycle can change. And this is about news and communication. So you might be receiving messages, putting messages out there. It's also about action. It's a lot. Action, movement, news, communication. So there's something that is being called, like you're being called to look at something in the mirror, and not discounting any situations that have happened to you that are abusive or hurtful. I'm talking about certain things like self-doubt, things that want to be healed within you to make your world and your experience better. King of Pentacles, that is going to be a key that is going to help move you into this king and queen energy with your physical world, which is the pentacles, with your thoughts, with your heart, with your mind, your passion, and your creativity, looking at what you want to shift internally, taking some time alone to process this. Write it down. Who do you want to be? What kinds of people do you want to attract into your life? What kind of person? And focusing on being that person without pushing and pushing, like your self-growth. At the same time, looking at what is possibly blocking you and learning new things in order to keep your mind going, keep your imagination active. And then as you are making that decision to go forward and to take that chance and to go into those waters, no, maybe there's not a shark in there. But if there is, you know how to swim away from it, or you know how to battle it now because maybe you've seen a shark in the water before. I've seen that shark, right? So that can help alleviate some of the fear. That can help you bring you out from feeling out in the cold, finding the key, going inside, opening the door, tuning into your magic, all your capabilities. Know that you are an alchemist and that you can transform anything you want. This is your world, this is your reality, and you're being asked to move forward, the chariot, to get into that water, to go take a chance. And it's going to be a journey where you're supported. You don't have to do it alone. You're going from one place to another. This represents spirit supporting you as you are in movement, as you are in transition. And in doing that, you are going to find so much inner strength and inner peace. So allow yourself to sleep on it. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to process everything. Allow spirit to show you what spirit wants to show you. And in doing that, you will have more freedom to move, to get onto the motorcycle and to go forward towards what you are seeking. And you will be supported along the way financially in certain ways that might surprise you. And you will be able to create your world by planting the seeds and allowing the seeds to grow. Any kind of inner conflict, you can ask spirit, ask your guides to help you, to help guide you through that so that you can have an open heart and so that you can enjoy your life again and that you can move into a space of presence and of gratitude. If there's any part that is feeling like you want to hold on, you don't want to let go, you're being guided to set the intention, release, trust, walk towards what your heart truly desires and free up some of that space so that you can receive. And know that along the way, there's going to be light and shadow. There's always going to be darkness. There's always going to be light. Remember that there's always going to be light. Remember your magic. Remember what brings you joy. There's the Queen of Wands right next to the King of Wands because I put it there. But it's, yeah, remember your fire, your passion, and your creativity and that spark within you. That is going to bring you to this 10 of Cups energy. Letting go of the past is going to clear that space. Connect with your friends. Tune into your friendships and be really mindful of those dark thoughts, the ego, deception, manipulation, things like that, so that you can go from this dark energy into the light of the sun. The light of the sun is the happiest card of the deck. It is open-hearted, it is free, it is receptive, it is new, it is fresh. It's like that feeling of a brand new day. So as you are, your destiny is changing, your destiny is shifting. You are definitely moving into this Queen and King and Queen energy. So you're being asked to open up, open your heart, make the decision to go forward because you could be really surprised at what awaits you. So remember that inner child. Remember that part of you that had such a big imagination and big dreams. That part of you is asking to be heard and asking to be seen again. Know that there is love available for you, even though you might not fully see it yet. It is right there. It is right around the corner for when you're ready. Ask your higher self to guide you at this time. Release anything that is stressing you out and tune into your emotional stability, your inner wisdom, your inner guidance. Trust your heart because you really never know what's going to happen. We might be able to predict. Our minds are trained to see patterns. So if you do you want that some of those patterns to break, then remain calm when a situation comes up and tell yourself, this could be completely different. And how do I make this different? King of Cups. All the kings and queens out here and the 10 of Pentacles. We will end with that. This is the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles are combined. It's love, connection, abundance, finances, beautiful structures, beautiful home, beautiful environment, family, community, whatever is important to you, whatever that means to you. It will mean one thing to one person, one thing to another. Write down all your dreams and what you really want to manifest, and use your imagination to imagine that happening. And the more you do that, the closer you will get. But also look at the gratitude of what you have right now and all the beauty that you have. Remember to enjoy the experience. It's not always about the destination. Look for the evidence that you have this right now, however it may look. How do you have love? What kind of material and physical gifts do you have? What kind of talents and abilities? What kind of friendships? What kind of connections? Who are all the people in your life that you love? What are the things that you love about your life? What are the items in your house that bring you so much joy? Look at that now. And the more you focus on that, the more it'll expand and expand. Yeah. And remember, time, there really is no time, right? So look at what you have now and then observe tomorrow. And then the next day, observe. Stay in that present moment and you'll see it slowly transform. What kind of chance can you take tomorrow? As long as you're safe. Have fun with that. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.